came out, the TZ APAC accelerator?
Yeah, so basically for Fortify Labs, initially we started with hackathons, where we were actually running hackathons out of Asia. We got a lot of like applicants for that, a lot of people that are running for that. We realized that actually the conversion from hackathons to actually startups is not really that great, because a lot of them are still like ideating, they're still like trying to challenge their tech skills. We moved on to running incubators, and the big issue with incubators is that like it takes very long for them to journey from like an idea to MVP to actually getting into market. And we're like, okay, maybe we should move on to stream it a little bit more, and we move on to like accelerators where they actually have an MVP product. And the crux of it is that we sort of like want to try and solve for them the issue about like, can this product actually find product market fit? Can they actually find revenue generation? Can they actually find fundraising? Do they have something that we can actually help them with? Yeah.
Yeah, and how does Fortify Labs differentiate itself from the many blockchain accelerators in the APAC?
Yeah. So in terms of, I think Fortify Labs, we consider ourselves as an accelerator and as a labs program. One of the fundamental differences that we always tell ourselves as the most people-centric accelerator. So that's where we really come in, get our hands dirty on the ground, and work with all these founders that manage to get into the program, and we take them through the whole entire journey. So they have the MVP. We help them with like product market fit. We help them with coaching. We have a startup coach. We help them with like building our first community. So we have a marketing team that's sort of helping them with that. We also help them open doors. So sometimes, for startup founders, it's very difficult for them to like, hey, I'm going to pitch myself, and that's something that they're not able to sell themselves right off the get go. So that's where we sort of like warm them up. We help them open the door. Like, hey, have startup A, have you met this VC? So I think that's where it's particularly important in the startup journey. So being this partner in crime, working with them hand to hand to sort of reach the goal that they want to reach.
Yeah, and what are the biggest challenges founders and angel face?
I think the founders is very different depending on like their different startups, the different stage of startup, and what they require. Which is why um, at Fortify Labs we do things that don't really scale. We have an average of like 2 person in a TZ APAC team. That's to one startup. So every year we only take up 7 startups, and we have like a 14, 15 person team to sort of like manage that. What they face is varies from like just proving their idea there's revenue, because like a lot of founders, they are like they might be like, oh yeah, there's actually a product market fit, there is actually someone that wants to buy my product, but they don't realize that the problem is somewhere else. There are founders that just couldn't actually pitch to these VCs. So I think that's where we sort of build up their confidence by getting them into repeated doors, and then building a competency, which is I think is very very key skill to build up.
Yeah, what kind of support are most valued by participating startups?
What kind of support? I think the most important support is really where our marketing team actually helps them battle test their product. So we run loyalty programs using whether it's Galaxy, Task on Zili. There's so many different loyalty programs, so that they build out an initial community and test their product, whether there's actually people that wants to, number one, use their product, number two, which is the tough of it, pay for their product. So I think that's where our team really excels in.
Yeah, can you share examples of startups that have done that well and how the program benefited?
So maybe 2 examples. Number one, we took in this startup. It's a single founder startup. It's called PredictWise. So they started with a sort of a rocket game, chicken rocket game, like when you hit the button and then you get before the rocket explode. So we look at the game, we're like, okay, that's a cool idea, but like, it's not going to take you very far. It's not going to be a $100 million idea. It's not going to sort of have a product market fit. It's very easy to copy. So, but we identified that this founder is someone that is able to reiterate and pivot very fast. So we got him to like build 5 products, 5 different products in a 1 month time, and test every single one and keep doing that. So basically, what he's doing now is that he is running a predictions market on Ethereum, and the predictions market also has yield generation that's encompassed in it, because like if you're going to put like your money into a predictions market, the prediction might take 6 months. So why not generate yield on that? So I think those are pretty cool ideas. We took them through the whole product iteration process to actually find product market fit. Another project is Sony. They came in at a bit later stage. So Sony, they came in when they were just at a beta stage, but they couldn't really find something to sort of like. They're very cool product. They are sort of like a DPIN where they are decentralizing GPUs, and they also have a sort of interface where people can actually generate image, videos based on their network. But the issue was that they couldn't actually get people to listen to their product page. So we sort of like took them through a process of actually having a photo booth. So while people are actually generating their photos, printing out the photo booth, they can actually pitch this product to like their users. So we took them through the whole process, and right now they have been listed on Kraken, they have been listed on Gate. They already have their token launch. So we took them through a very different process. So I think that's sort of like some examples of what we took products across.
Yeah. And the last question. You just opened applications for the 2026 cohort. What kind of founders should apply and what can they expect if they join Fortify Labs?
So I would say that any founders, the very big focus of Fortify Labs is to look for founders that want a partner in crime. Not per se crime, but like more of like someone that wants to work hand in hand with you to sort of like build a product. We are here. We don't give out a very big grant. We give out just a very small grant, but we provide a very strong team. A 2-to-1 ratio. That's a very you don't really see that much in the whole entire blockchain ecosystem. We want to look for founders like this that wants to work with us, and we take you through a process. And of course, like there is a carrot at the end of the journey, which is we will try to pitch you to the foundation, and there is grants and investments that's possible. If not, there's also obviously open door to VCs. So I think we are looking for these like-minded individuals that really are passionate to actually build something that's revenue generating, that actually have product market fit, that actually will want to sort of like achieve something in the blockchain space. So I think that's the sort of like the founders that we're looking for.